So everybody is in an uproar over this thing that happened that nobody saw until the news showed it, right? Talking about the Olympics, of course, right? What's the deal with the Olympics anyways? Who cares? I'm within reason I'm saying here, about this. I'm not talking about this whole issue, but the Olympics, we make a big deal and we got to have these big ceremonies and everything else for this event where the world brings all the people together, all the nations bring their people to participate in stuff so we can watch them participate in stuff that we don't watch normally. Half of us don't pay attention to tennis, but we're going to watch their, stupid shit like that, right? That's what's going on. But then we have this, of course, this issue we got to talk about. It's got Christians in an uproar over the mocking Jesus, right? And it was more than just a portrait. The thing where they're saying that they mocked the Last Supper, and that's definitely in there. But they came out, and said, "Oh, well, this was a Greek thing, and so you guys misunderstood, but we're sorry," right? Because all the backlash. Yeah, that's. Let's talk about this in a way nobody else is talking about it. So, it doesn't matter if it was intended to mock the Last Supper or not. It's mocking Jesus, period, because it's mocking God. That's what the Olympics is. It's a thing, a ritual to the Greek gods. That's how it's got its foundation. I'm not gonna sit here and give you the whole, you look it up yourself, but it all come from the whole deal with the Greek gods, right? So the whole damn thing's a satanic thing to begin with, but we don't want to understand that. Christians are in an uproar. Were you watching it? I mean, I understand the problem, but the problem is, what are you paying attention or supporting the Olympics for any time to begin with? They've always been doing these weird rituals. All these events do these weird rituals. Okay, and they're calling it art and everything else. But now, so let's just break down the heart of the matter. Christians, you shouldn't be supporting the Olympics to begin with. You never should have been supporting the Olympics, right? That's where that's at. Were they mocking God? Yes. Yes, everything that is praising any other gods or goddesses or anything else, that's automatically mocking God. Was it intentional? We know damn well it was. And this is art, right? This is what they tell us, this is art. This is where all this money comes in. They'd spend all this millions of dollars to put on this thing that has nothing to do with the Olympics anyways, right? Or with any of the feats that are being put on there. But this is how it goes anyways, right? But here's some other things we got to consider now. Now we got, there's all kinds of different things we can point out about this whole nonsense. But we have Elon Musk jumps in with his statement. There's all this, everybody wants to think that Elon Musk is a good man, right? He's on the side of good versus evil, right? That's how we portray this stuff. And then we got this idiot, Andrew Tate, and he comes on here, calling Christians out because they're afraid to jump up and do something about it.
Religion. They wouldn't dare do it to Judaism, and they wouldn't dare do it to Islam. They would not dare. They mock Christians because you're endlessly weak, endlessly forgiving. You know what happens if somebody's endlessly forgiving? At first they're a good person, and in the end they're taken advantage of. And I understand, you're making me read the Bible, me and you talk about these all the time, the Bible's all about forgiveness, and turn the other cheek, and Jesus forgives, and in the end he's coming back. I get all of that, I understand it. But as a man with beliefs, don't you have any semblance of rage inside of you? And not just you, all the Christians. Everyone's just going about their day.
Right? Their God was mocked and they're afraid to do something about it. He don't speak for Christians. He's not a Christian. Stay the hell out of it. That's all I have to say. I don't care. It's the damn truth. Keep your damn mouth shut and stay out of it. You got nothing to say in this. And why? Because what we'll take, and there's other instances too, but we'll take these two instances. Andrew Tate, his comments. Then you take Elon Musk, and his is like, in a more peaceful manner. But you see what's going on there. And this is what I've been telling people. It's been happening for a long time now. You can take this instance, you can take Project 2025, you take the attempt on Trump, and there's just way more things that's been going on for several years now, right? They are trying to ignite violence. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to pit us against each other and set the Christians off. That's what they want to do. You got to sit there and take it the whole time, but then when you finally jump up and do something about it, then that's where the issue's going to come, right? And that's what they're hoping for. That's what they're hoping for, to make Christians look bad. You ain't got no need to be jumping up with any kind of retaliation. What it comes down to, this is what the world is. It's all about the money. Okay, like C-Spire pulled their backing from whatever, from supporting the Olympics. It's all about the money. It always is, right? Like John Deere, tractor supply, right? These companies supposed to be all American farmer, companies, right? And what are they doing? But then we give them the grace and let them come back because they chose to want to support this evil stuff, and then they lose money and then they back off. Well, you should let them just completely go broke, really. They made their bed, let them have it, right? But instead we got people trying to influence the Christian view on this. Oh, what you should do is just yank your money out from it. Stop supporting all this stuff. If your money ain't going to them, that's the only thing they thrive on, is your damn money. And they're gonna get rich off you and then take all that money and perform these rituals. Spend millions of dollars to perform these rituals. We're all talking about these are the things that's supposed to make the world so great. All that money could have been, how much millions of dollars was spent on that mockery of God, right? And whether you want to see that, it was a mockery of God, whether you want to see it as pertained to the Last Supper or a Greek thing, whichever way you want to see it, because it's accepting a false God, it's praising false gods, it's a mockery of God, period, right? But, all the money that went in to put on that art, what could have been done? What could have been done? How many millions of dollars went into that? How many thousands of starving people could have been fed? How many thousands of suffering people could have been helped? But we don't see that, okay? We'll put all our millions over here and let the rich spend billions on everything they want and then influence us. Like, we're supposed to believe Elon Musk is a good man. But he sends his little comments out there. He's been edging the people on the right for a while now, saying little things in support of Trump and against the other side. But what happens with that? It's in the back of people's minds. They're trying to edge the Christians out to do something. That's exactly what they want. And I'm here to lay out the facts, not here to sway your views. You can view certain things differently than me, that's fine. We don't have to agree whether space is real or not, right? What we do have to agree is, what's it fucking matter, right? What's it matter if space is real? Elon Musk is filthy rich. He's filthy rich off of us. He didn't get rich from anything he actually did, okay? And what is any of his things doing to help our nation? Or not our nation, our people in the world, to help anyone, okay? These pipe dreams of these billions of dollars that get wasted on this things to space that don't matter when we can't handle our things down here on Earth. And we got people like that giving us their opinions when they're using all their money to take over more power. And they don't want to see, we want to pretend Elon Musk might be a good person. Or there's people that try to say, he might be a Christian. He's not a Christian, just like people tried to say Donald Trump might be a Christian. What's it take you to see what Jesus said? By their fruits you shall know them. Okay? These rich fucks, and even Andrew Tate qualifies. Start using your money to do something good. So using your influence to do something actually good. And not some fake thing you show up late or whatever. Do something, the billions of dollars that we give, that Elon Musk gets filthy rich off our money, right? That's our money. We give it to all this science in the name of science, space exploration. I don't want to pick on just Elon Musk, but if we're gonna, SpaceX, Tesla, all this shit. He didn't build none of that. He just started some companies, or took over companies, I should say, right? And what's he doing with all his riches? He ain't helping nothing. But he wants to tell you what your opinion should be about Christianity, about how Christians should think about something. You know what? We'll start listening to you, Mr. Elon Musk, and think that you're actually a good person when some of those billions of dollars get wasted on space that will not do nothing for us. And how about let's start taking care of the people right here on Earth? Okay, we got all this stuff for population control, right? And they had the Georgia Guidestones, which are gone now, and they maintained the population at not more than 400 million. So what if we just took what if we all just come together and said we're going to maintain top level income at 400 million? So we'll just start getting rid of the billionaires. Maybe then the world would be better, right? So anyway, I'm just trying to throw a point out there. Start considering these things. What are you getting outraged about? Okay, I totally get it about the whole Olympics thing, right? But first of all, ask yourself, are you supporting it? And if you are, why? And then consider that it's time to quit supporting it. As if you're a Christian and you want to get outraged at, don't call yourself a Christian, a true Christian, that you have a right to be outraged about this stuff until you really are a true Christian, okay? Because when you're a true Christian, you'll realize that all the signs are there and we are supposed to pull out of this world, come out of Babylon, remove yourselves from the tents of Korah, because destruction is coming, doom is coming. That's where it is, okay? That's where it is. You're hanging out in the tents of Korah, and that's not, you want to say that Jesus saves you and all this and that, and you're saved, then prove it, okay? You have no business supporting the Olympics, ever, even before this happened. You have no business letting your support go to anyone like Andrew Tate or even Elon Musk. Okay, even no matter how much you want to say he's trying to do good or this and that, ask yourself if anything any of these people are doing is doing anything for the good of humanity. It is not. So therefore they are not Christian. They will not leave their wealth and use their wealth for the actual good of humanity. So therefore you should take your support away from it. And, that's my two biggest things, is what we should be taking from this atrocity that happened with the Olympics. Well, we should, definitely stay away from the Olympics. We understand where now the hearts of men are in today's world. But we got to understand where it starts to come out, where now they get their talking heads involved in it, and they're trying to push people to have violent reactions to these things. Well, that's not the Christian way, right? So, anyways, I just wanted to share my thoughts on that, and we need to consider these things, okay? You should have never been supporting the Olympics ever to begin with. That's what it comes down to. You're supporting all kinds of satanic stuff all the time. Your money goes to support it, or your viewership goes to support it. Whether it's, all kinds of shit on TV, on movies, music. And you're all, for the most part, most people, the majority, I'm trying to say, is afraid to yank their support from that. You're afraid to come out of the world and live outside of the world. You're afraid, the majority of this world is going to rather, and regret it, burning in hell, because they want to take part in this vanity. And that's all any of it is, vanity. The Olympics, vanity. SpaceX, vanity. Supposedly going to the moon, vanity, right? It's all vanity. This is where we put our faith in. And it's just nonsense, it's ridiculous. Anyways, got some better shit to talk about, so I just wanted to rant on that for a minute. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It helps a lot, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey. Yeah, right. That's right.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for that is the whole duty of man.